Guys, round of 32, this is where the World Cup really starts hitting off. I'm at 64% on my predictions, correct results. I'll always try and get 70%, which I nearly did this time. But anyway, here we go. Round 32. Let's see what my predictions are going to be and how close I'm going to get. South Africa, Canada. Sorry, guys, I think South Africa, I don't think they're going to beat Canada. I think that's going to be 0-2 to Canada. You know, they only scored 2 goals, South Africa. I thought, you know, pretty fortunate to get through. Canada, 1-1, drawn 1, lost 1. But they scored 8 goals. They're on home territory. They're going to win it. Brazil, Japan, that is the game to watch out for. Easily an upset there, guys. Easy. But, you know, Brazil came top of their group. Japan came second. Scored 7 goals, though. Brazil, you know, they have got 1 or 2 players that could really do well here. I don't know what to go for because Japan could upset everybody. But I'm going for Brazil 2, Japan 1. Germany, Paraguay. Well, Paraguay not played really well. They scored 2 goals in so far in the competition. They defend. But they've got through on a 1-1 game, lost 1 game, drawn 1 game. Germany, I don't think are that great, but they've scored 10 goals. Top of their pile, guys. I've got Germany 3, Paraguay 0. Netherlands, Morocco. That is also, seriously, in my opinion, top quality game. The champions of Africa, them or Senegal, not really sure, but they are a good team. Hard to beat. They don't give goals away easy. Scored 6 goals so far, you know, an average of 2 a game. Came second in their group. Hard group. Netherlands, though, are playing well. They're doing really well. But then, you know, they've scored 7 goals. I've got that down. Tough one to call. Netherlands 2, Morocco 1. Ivory Coast, Norway. My gosh, Ivory Coast came second. I just don't believe they did so well. I seriously don't, guys. But, you know, Case Ross scored 4 goals, let in 2. They defend so well. And they go for it. Breakaways. That's what they're looking for. But Norway, they're a good defensive team. They don't give much away. And with Haaland up front, you know, and Odegaard in the middle, I've got that down as Ivory Coast 1. Yeah, Norway 3. France, Sweden. Oh, France, my favourites to win. You know, from day one, before everyone was saying Spain, now all of a sudden it's France. Players like, I just can't tell you how many, I can't go through the numbers of players, how many wonderful players they've got. They haven't lost a game, won all 3 games, scored 10 goals and only let in 2. Sweden, you know, only scraped through it. I know they've got Isak, I know they've got Gyökeres, but their defence isn't going to hold the French. They might score 1 with Isak and Gyökeres up front. France 3, Sweden 1. Mexico, Ecuador. Oh, do you know what? I like Mexico, Ecuador, but I like Mexico. And they're at home. You know, everything's going to go for them. They scored 6 goals, haven't let a goal in so far. Ecuador came 3rd in their group. Scored 2, let in 2. They defend very, very, very strongly. I've got that down. Home advantage. Mexico will go for it. 2. Ecuador. Do you know what? It might only be 1-0. Ecuador do defend. I'm sticking for it. 2-0 to Mexico. England, you know, Democratic Congo. I mean, Republic. Everyone's going to say, you know, I'm being biased here. England, I don't think are playing that bad. But they came up against Ghana and they could not score against Ghana. And, you know, Congo play a similar game. They're similar type team. They are strong, physical, defend. You know, they've only scored 4, let in 3. England, you know, they're really finding it a little bit tough to get their mojo. But I think they're playing okay. I've still got that down as England 2, Congo 0. Then we got Belgium, Senegal. Well, guys, I think Senegal are going to beat them. My opinion, champions of Africa or Morocco, I don't know. But I think even though they only came second, they were up against France. And, you know, no way were they going to come top of that. They came 3rd, sort of in their group, of course. I forgot they were up against France and Norway. Hard group. They came 3rd, scored 8 goals. Belgium, I know they came top, but I don't think they're the team they were. Senegal going to hit them. Belgium 1, Senegal 2. USA, Bosnia. Well, USA, you know, all the way through it, wherever they came, first or second or third in the group, they'd made sure they were going to play an easy team. And you can check it out. I said it when I did it. We knew they were going to get an easy team. They want USA to go through to quarterfinals. 100% they do. And they're trying to work it out and orchestrate it. It's ridiculous. Bosnia, so weak. USA 3, Bosnia 1. Sorry, Bosnia. That's how they've orchestrated this World Cup. Spain, Austria. Spain not really playing well. But, you know, five goals scored. I've got them winning it 2-0. Portugal, Croatia. I've got Portugal as one of my dark horses to win this, but they are playing so poorly. You know, playing with 10 players in my opinion, but I think they'll have enough to beat Croatia 1-0. Switzerland, Algeria. God blimey. Switzerland 2, Algeria 0. I don't see how Algeria even got through. Australia, Egypt. Australia, a poor side. Egypt aren't the side they were sort of 15, 20 years ago. But I still think Egypt might beat the Australians. I've got it. Australia 0, Egypt 1. Argentina, Cape Verde. I'm sorry, Cape Verde. The end of the sort of the dream. Argentina 2, Cape Verde 0. And then a major one again, in my opinion, great game. Colombia versus Ghana. That is going to be, we all know what Ghana do. They sit back, they're strong, they're physical, don't let goals in. But you know what? They only scored 2 goals to get here. And but you know, they only let 2 goals in. Colombia, on the other hand, only score 4 goals. We all think they're this attacking, but no, Colombia, difficult to score against. But they should have beaten Portugal. I mean, how they didn't win that game. I've got it as Colombia 1, Ghana 0. Football Chat Uncensored, Reno talking. There's the predictions.